welcome. Hello, 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 hello. Hair looks pretty, thank you. I am air drying it at the moment, which is taking forever. Yes. Oh, it's cold. How's everyone doing? Hope you all had a good weekend. Had a good weekend. Full on relaxed, new, re-energized, ready to go kick ass this week. How was your weekend? It was really chill. It went by too fast. Too fast. I would have liked another day of a weekend. But good. I didn't do a whole lot. That was nice. As an introvert, that's very nice. So yeah, very chill, very good. I had pajama day on Sunday. It was so good. It was so good. We also got a Christmas tree this Saturday, so all cozied up this week. Hi Suganya, hello darling. I will not be starting with the free oracles just yet. Please let me know by filling in the poll what it is that you would like to see me do for the free oracles. But I will, once that list is like, the poll is like done, that's when I start my list. So yeah, hope everyone's doing fine, doing okay. Had a good weekend. Again, ready to go kick ass this week. Oh, I'm just so tired. I live in my pajamas. Nice. Oh, if I could, I would. If I could, I would. Yeah, pajama day, so it's like the highlight of my week. Pajama day. Where I don't have to leave the house. It's one day a week where I don't do like grocery shopping. I just don't leave the house. It's nice. It's nice. So good. But then like the next day it's like Monday, so you're like, oh, work. I want to kick everyone's ass. Yeah, same. You know, that's the beauty of like healing, where people are like, haven't you done healing? Yes, I am still healing. I'm not healed. So I still want to kick everyone's ass. I just know the healed part of me knows that I shouldn't. But yeah, I feel the frustration. Same. Especially in December. I feel like I don't know what it. Well, I do know what it is about December, but in December I feel like people just show their like evil side more, when it should be like a nice, cozy, like month. You know, it should be like love for all. But instead, everyone's getting like greedy and grumpy, and it's like, chill. No, people get nasty around the holidays because they're stressed and everything that needs to be done, and I'm just like, breathe. Just start with breathing. It's gonna be fine. You being one car in front of me is not gonna make a change, but sure, you go ahead. Yeah, you will get tested in December for sure. I used to work in the grocery shop for like 15 years. And always around December is the month where because like people don't get it, that it's not just you that has had enough, you know, this year. Like everyone has, like me, you, the neighbor, like everyone is in December, like is like done. We need vacation, we need holiday, at least 2 times a year for like 6 months at a time, you know. But yeah, I used to work in the grocery store, and I would always just get into like fights with people, mostly customers that just like, oh, this is ridiculous, do your job. And I'm like, ma'am, ma'am, I'm not getting paid enough to listen to you voluntarily. So, skedaddle, please. Please leave. December is when people come back and test your patience. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. As well as, like, I'd like to see it as they come and test how your healing process is going. I like to see it a little bit from the positive, and then just come to the conclusion, like, not that much. Not that much. I'm still healing, not healed. Don't mistake that for I will not punch you in the face. I will. Yes. Yeah, people are just like... There's also, like, the annoying part about healing and being on your healing journey is that you now recognize toxic behaviors and patterns in other people where you're like, oh, that's trauma, oh, that's, you know, and that creates also, like, empathy, which sometimes, again, like, you're healing, you're not healed. So your healing part and your, like, not healed part is always, like, in conflict, where it's like, well, your healing part's like, well, I understand where it's coming from, and your not so healed part's like, I don't give a shit, you shouldn't treat me like this, you know, where that's a constant battle. I just want it to be next year already. I'm so excited. I need change. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's also a good energy to be in. You know, already knowing change is happening and working towards it. I feel like the working towards it is more satisfying than the when we get there. You know? But yeah, same. I'm also, like, for me as well, I'm very excited for next year because I have, like, my goals set up and I know where I want to go. But I'm also excited for the journey itself. Like, if I could, like, push a button and go, like, oh, from where I'm at to next year, exactly today, next year, I wouldn't push the button. Because I do feel that there's a lot in between that I'm very excited for as well, to experience and be in the moment for. Even though sometimes it kind of feels like I just want to be there. I just want to be there. I get that. But I'm excited for, like, the little things that we have, like, in between here and there, you know. Also because you don't know if you are gonna get there by then. Do you ever see yourself moving to another country? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes, for sure. I don't know permanently, but definitely for like a year or 5 or something. Even though it is like getting a little bit more conflicted, my emotions about it now, because also, like, I now have like a little niece that I adore really, really, you know, because I've been away from home for like 3 months at a time before, which is nice. Like, after 3 months, you're kind of, me as an introvert, after it takes 3 months before I miss anyone. Like, we tested that. It takes like 3 months before I go, like, well, I could go like home and, I don't know, have dinner with the fam and, you know, that. But then like 2 weeks after I come home, I'm like, I want to go. I want to. 2 weeks is enough with you guys. Like 3 months without you, I'm fine. 2 weeks with you, I'm like, I want to leave. But yeah, now with my niece, I do feel that things have kind of changed. Well, I do feel like I would miss out a lot on her like growing journey, because she grows very, very fast. But I do think I would miss her and seeing her. But hell yes, hell yes when I move to another country. Yes. God, I relate to this, yeah. Well, I think it's also fine. Like, I, right now, am, like, capable of going away for 3 months, because I don't own a house. You know, I still live, I live with my mom again. And that just allows me to just pack my bags for 3 months and skedaddle. And I think that the luxury with that is that I don't have to choose right now, you know. as well as I'm working, because that's also why I picked up tarot in this extent, in this way, online, so I can literally just pack my camera and my laptop and skedaddle, because this I can do everywhere, you know. With my previous job I couldn't, so yeah, that was very much for me the goal, to like, okay, if I want to, because I've been seriously thinking about moving to Korea. Doesn't have to be Seoul, can also be like a different, I'm not attached to Seoul, even though most of my friends are there. That's why I picked up this platform and this situation with tarot as well, to just see. Like, I challenged myself in 2022, 23, like I think last year, I really set myself the goal of like, okay, let's just see, let's just watch if this is something that I can do, you know. And then I proved to myself that I can. This is actually a thing that can happen, that I can do tarot, which I absolutely love to do, as a job, remotely, so I don't have to be here. I'm not settled into like, oh, the people I read for are here, so I have to stay here, you know. Even though it's very hard and very challenging, this is like, okay, tarot saved me in more than one way. Because before, you know, I didn't went to college. I did go to college, but I didn't go to university. I don't have a big degree. I don't, you know. So that was my struggle in like, okay, how do I, with the cards that I have, play this in a way that I can still make it work for what I want to do. And then tarot came along where people suggested doing it online. I was like, oh, let's just take a look. And it really worked. Which I'm still a bit like mind blown about. Not to the point where I can buy my ticket to Korea, but we're like getting there. We're working there. I relate so much. I can't wait to move and stop being my family's punching bag and just starting living and have some peace and happiness. Oh my god. Well, I wish that for you too. Hopefully that comes soon. But, you know, it's also a joy to work on it. Maybe right now you're just a bit like, oh, I just want to be there. But, you know, the road to it also really shows you how much you can rely on yourself, how strong you are, how self-secure you get, how much you can really push yourself through things, regardless, as well as it shows that regardless of the cards you've been dealt at birth, you know, the things that we cannot control, you know, I think we can really just look at the cards from an objective situation and go like, okay, what can I do with this? Which cards do I want to drop? Which cards do need some healing or mending? And what can we just throw away? And then along the way, gather new cards like information and stuff, and, you know, friends and connections, which is also amazing. I'm giving myself a year to plan and prepare for Korea. We'll see, but I'm hopeful. And that's all that you need. That's the goal I've set for myself as well for next year. To just set up, like, this goal of mine is going on now for like 2 years. Two and something years. Where I told myself, okay, I'm gonna skip this year of going to Korea, and next year it is the goal to at least have bought my ticket, you know, and then just work towards that. Having that goal motivates so much. Also to like take things, because if people are like, oh, you're this or you're this, you're like, I'm gonna be away. I don't give a shit about you, like, because I'm gonna be at the other end of the world next year, so you do you, darling, you do you. Go to Japan, much better experience. I would like to. I don't know. As to say a much better experience, I think that just depends on everyone's experience. You know, some people have a great experience in Korea and a bad experience in the Netherlands, some the other way around. I kind of feel like that depends on who you ask. Also depends on what you're into, you know. Ashley, thanks so much for the donation. Thank you. Let me have a bit of my tea and then get going with your questions. I have the feeling Bruce is trying to kick me out of Walmart, my job, the store. It feels like he got Joy to replace me in grocery stocking. Feel like he is getting Thomas to replace me in gym and back room. Okay. Okay, so what's the question? Is my feeling right? Okay, is Ashley's feelings right? That Bruce is trying to replace her. Is her feeling right? We have justice. I feel like legally he cannot. Legally he cannot. We have the 6 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 9 of Pentacles. I think your feeling is pretty alright. Yeah. Again, justice talks about like contract-wise. I don't think contract-wise he can get you fired for no reason. Okay, I'm seeing a couple things. With that 6 of Swords is talking about like walking away, moving away from a situation that's no longer serving. With the Ace of Pentacles, a new job opportunity coming your way. I honestly kind of feel that this is not really the answer to your question. I do feel that that's something that's going on. But at the same time, as a message I'm kind of seeing for you here is your guides going like, why are we stressing about this? Why is this a thing? Why don't we just be the bigger person and just go like, I'm not gonna deal with this bullshit. I'm gonna find another job. Because I do feel that there is another job that's a better fit, as well as with that 6 of Swords will allow us to leave the fucks in the past, like not caring. Because with that Wheel of Fortune, this is things that are out of our control. There's nothing much you can do to improve this situation or make this a better thing. With that High Priestess, trust your intuition. I think you are point blank on. And with that 9 of Pentacles is very much focused on your happiness, on your situation, on just you. What do you want? Again, to talk about, yeah, I don't want to go because, you know, petty reasons of I don't want to give him the satisfaction of it actually worked, or to give him the idea that I'm leaving because of him, or, you know, let's look within. What do we want? We want some peace of mind, we want some stability. We can also get that somewhere else. Because with where we are right now, I feel like there's just so much, I don't know, shit going on. Cause I can't yet. Not with Christmas coming up. Jobs are filled. Hard to get a job right now. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But let's just focus on getting a new job. Cause I feel like with Christmas now as well, and things are getting busier, I think it is the exact right time to at least look, or at least see if there are like openings or fillings, or, you know, because people are hiring more people. But again, with that justice, I don't think that he is legally able to fire you. I would definitely take a look at your contract and just screw him back over. If you go to like his boss and just go like, hey, I didn't get to my hours and you're legally obliged to pay me my hours whether I work or not. I don't know if that's the same in America. In the Netherlands it's like that. If you work less than and it's not your choice, then they legally have to pay you, and they can get really, you know, the team leaders can really get into big trouble, big shit for it. Because with that 9 of Swords, I'm just seeing a lot of worrying, where if we already have the mindset of I'm gonna find another job as well, I don't give a shit, right? Then that one makes it a lot easier for you because you don't give a shit. You're planning to leave, you know. But I feel like with that six of Swords, there might be still a little bit of attachment of, oh, but what if it works out? Oh, but what if it, you know. So yeah. Bruce that pissed at me that he wants me gone for petty reasons. I don't know if it's pissed. I think it's just petty. Yeah, being petty, immature, which I feel like we already established that he is. But yeah, Or is that your second question? Because you still have another question from me. I feel like his reasons, I don't care. I don't care. Is his action show enough? Yeah, second? Huh? So, like, is Bruce that pissed at me that he wants me gone for petty reasons? That your second question? What are his reasons? What are his reasons? Bruce's reasons. Okay. Queen of Wands, Judgment, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. At the bottom we have the Hanged Man. What? Okay, that's the same question. Second, what are Bruce's reasons for wanting me gone now? Yes. Okay, I kind of want to take a look at that Seven of Swords real quick. Because the Seven of Swords can talk about like a lot. Yeah, okay, Eight of Wands. I feel like he has been lying, cheating, not being honest, or like sneaking around a little bit. Whether that is... I feel like he is a little bit scared to... I feel like right now he's very much in protection mode, where I feel like he know that his chances with you are gone. You know, with the thing that he heard about you hating him and whatnot. I think that's where it's like, okay, I caught my losses there. Now I need to save what I still have left. And that can be ruined if you start talking about that Bruce made a move, or that Bruce, I don't know, that there was like some sort of, I don't know, I kind of feel like he maybe said something to you or done something to you that made you feel like, oh, he is not that interested in Belen, or you know, something like that. And then with Judgment, that's just like, you know, scared of his own judgment. The Hanged Man is very calculated, can be very, you know, hanging there to... I feel like it's very much self-preservation. With that Queen of Wands, for me that Queen of Wands always indicates Belen here. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles? Three of Swords, Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like there is a little bit of like a need for him, or his ego, to have this thing with Belen work out. Because otherwise he didn't just fuck up. He fucked up and he lost you, you know? So this, I feel like there's this intensity of this has to work. And again, I kind of feel like he might have like fucked up, or there's a chance that when you are around that he fucks up or get like into arguments with Belen every time that you work together, or it might not even be something that he literally did or said to you. I feel like Belen is already going like, oh, you're still talking to her, oh, you're still in love with her, oh, you're, you know, working with your ex, and how can I trust you, and, you know, stuff like that. Where I feel like right now he's very much trying to conserve his own face and his connection with Belen. The Seven of Pentacles requires still a lot of work, but with that Chariot, very undecided in which direction to go in. Three of Swords, very like, I feel like he is just trying to not get heartbreak again about this. So with this, I kind of feel like he is, again, putting like a boundary of like, okay, the connection with Ashley, like Ashley said, that's just like done. She hates me. This is not this is unsavageable right now, and right now I have the chance with this, but this person doesn't like it when I like talk to her, when I have to work with her, whenever I have any interaction with her. So I need to, you know, how can I make this happen? But Bruce and I never were together. You weren't? Or like after? I feel like it's just, again, I think it's just a projection of like insecurities. So yeah, what are Bruce's reasons to have you gone? I think it's very much to secure the connection he has with Belen. And with that Judgment, yeah. Thank you for another donation. So how does Bruce truly feel about me? How does Bruce truly feels about Ashley? How does Bruce truly feel about Ashley? We have the High Priestess as the overall energy. We have the Lovers. We have the Five of Swords, the King of Swords, Judgment, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Devil. Underneath that High Priestess, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is very, very closed off, not opening up. So, of course, with that Lover, still feeling that connection to you. The Five of Swords is very self-sabotaging. So there's very much a feeling of like, I fucked this up. Yes, I had a win, but at what cost? I lost this connection type of feeling. With Judgment being here as well. Again, I kind of feel like he doesn't want to repeat this pattern. Nowhere WO? I don't know what WO is. The Devil can sometimes talk about like the fear of like feeling trapped. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Fear of like getting hurt again, feeling like trapped. I do feel that he feels like his choices are limited. But there's a bit where I'm like, is this accountability? It's a little bit like deflecting. Because at one end we're like, okay, I fucked up, you know. I had a win there, but then I have a loss here. With that Devil, it kind of feels like, yeah, but, you know, I kind of had no choice. Or I kind of, you know, the fear of like being controlled, being stuck. As well as not really having accountability, even though you do understand that you fucked up, you know. With Judgment being here, I feel like he is only being able to reflect back, but in the moment he is having a hard time really seeing the consequences of his actions might be. It's only like afterwards that he's like, oh, these were the consequences of my actions. Whereas like I would like you to have that thought process a little bit earlier, and for that you need to have a little bit of like responsibility for what like happened, and you know, the signs, and you know, the decisions you knowingly made. Like you didn't trip and fell into a whole dick first. You know, that doesn't happen. I kind of want to take a look at that King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here? Three of Pentacles. Then the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Yeah, I feel like there is a little bit of a feeling now as well. I do feel that he understands that you guys are very different, where the King of Swords can be very hard and sharp and highly intelligent, but can very easily wound someone with their words. I feel like they see you more as that the Queen of Pentacles, which we had often with you guys, where the Queen of Pentacles is just someone more down to earth, more grounded, more care and soft, and shows a lot of like empathy, because the Queen of Pentacles is kind of like the Snow White of the queens, you know, very grounded, very with earth, very like loving and giving with the resources that she has, where the King of Swords is more, can be a bit more like greedy from time to time. So there is that understanding of the differences that we have, as well as the understanding of we could have made this work. But then again, I feel like no responsibility taken for their actions. I feel like how they think about you right now is just like, I messed up. I self-sabotaged this connection. Now I have to deal with the consequences of that judgment. There is that hope. I kind of feel like hope. What is the Ace of Pentacles? King of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. I feel like there is that hope of like him, almost like there. A feeling of like, how do I explain this? I feel like he's very much controlled by fear and ego. And we have, with that Ace of Pentacles, talks about a seed being planted. I feel like with him, a seed within this connection got planted for the possibility of him turning into a King of Pentacles, which is also more calm and soft, because I do feel that he sees those qualities in you and envies it, or would like to bring that energy out as well. But with that Three of Wands, it does require about doing things differently and getting out there and facing your fears and, you know, stuff like that. So I do feel that he's seen, like in the Netherlands we have to of like, oh, you can also do it like this, you know, or you've seen the example of how you can make different choices, different options. But we're so stuck in our ego and our toxic patterns that it's hard to get out of, and needing a little bit of time more to get out of that. So he's just done with me, huh? I think well, if someone tells you they hate you, I don't think being a King of Swords, that the King of Swords doesn't really hold hope. Where the King of Swords would just go like, oh, that's it, I fucked up, you know, it's done, that's it, she hates me, the judgment, the consequences of my actions. Okay, this is it. Again, a logical thinker. So this is it. This is the information I have. Okay, how do I move forward where I cannot have a relationship, communication with someone that I hate? So let's focus on the people that I do get that energy from, so I can invest in that, secure that. Yeah. Even though with that Lover's card, there is still that connection, right? The Lover's card did still show up. Which we have the Fool. Now we have the Hermit. Yeah, which does indicate a little bit of like, what do I do with this connection then? Yeah. I feel like just confused on like what the reason for this connection right now is, or again, I kind of feel like his feelings for you are just very much defined with I fucked up. And to a point of fucking up where there's no coming back, there's no apology, there's no, like there's no coming back from like I hate you. So I think that very much impacted him in that way. Even though he is miserable with Belen, he wants it to work. Stupid. It is stupid, yes. But it's... I think we discussed this before, where he comes from a toxic environment, toxic masculine environment. So, like, if you are surrounded with love, true love, that becomes your comfort zone, right? So if someone is giving you the opposite, you're like, that's toxic. I'm not comfortable with this. No, I am used to love. And that's a perfect ideal situation for it. If you grew up in a toxic situation, then that toxic situation becomes your comfort zone, and that becomes your normal. So if you have something that is love, it's kind of like foreign, where you're like, oh, I don't know, that's uncomfortable, I don't know, I'll focus on the toxic because I know how that works, I know the dynamics, I know how I should be, what front, how I can be comfortable in that toxic situation. That's why those things are so like difficult to overcome, because you get indoctrinated from. That's also why like if you, I think there was like a video, I think also a friend of mine did that with his child. When a daughter is born, the father went to one of his friends who just like fucked around, like that one, and asked like, what can I do to protect my daughter later from men like you? And he said, tell your daughter you love her, because otherwise some random dude comes along, tells her that, and she'll believe him. So again, that's like that's a whole different thing. Anyway, I grew up in a toxic environment too. Yeah, it's different. All toxic environments are different. How we respond to it is very different. We cannot compare. I grew up in a very toxic environment too. Our choices define us. Some people have, like, if someone shows that toxic behavior where we're like, oh no, that resembles, like, I don't know, my parent, I'm gonna stay away from that. Other people find it like comfort or comforting, or understand what's going on, show empathy to it, because I know and I understand, and people are very, very different. I'm kind of feeling that right now, toxic situation for him with that devil play onto his ego as well. Because when it comes to toxic and red pill men, it's them on top. And that feeds their ego. So why would they believe in something that demasculate their ego? Put them lower, healthier choices, but they feel lesser than. It's a whole dynamic. Of course, again, we're all different. We all react differently to the situation and situations that we are in. Because we're human and we're not the same peoples, which can be a bit frustrating. But yes, again, I kind of feel like I already said, what I can say about this. So I will leave that there for you. And I'm sorry to hear that you grew up in a toxic environment. That's awful. God, the poll's going on for like 40 minutes. And we have a tie! We have a tie! Okay. So hi everyone. Right now the number one option is a message from your person, and then we have a tie between a message for your love life or a timeline oracle. So okay. I saw it change. Let me close the poll real quick. Hi Merida. Hello. Okay. Message from your person or timeline. Okay, let me get them out here. Message from your person. I feel like I should buy a new deck to add onto it. Maybe. Or a timeline oracle. So, hi everyone, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. If you're interested in a free oracle, as always, all you need to do is follow the channel, like the live stream, and leave your name and the option you would like in the chat. The two options we have available for today are either a message from your person or a timeline oracle. The timeline will be answering any questions that start with like, when will this happen? When will this come into my life? Be aware the timeline is brutally honest, can be very confusing, so be open for whatever timeline comes with this. So yes. If you're, by the way, interested in a different oracle or a priority oracle reading, then an open donation is how you can get those. If you would like a full in-depth one question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €5 donation. Donations can be made either through PayPal, Tiki, Super Chat, or through my website. Let's just get cracking with today's free oracles. Krishna, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. What can I do for you for that? Let me know. Well, I start with the list. Sahil's message for Tanshu. Sahil's message for Tanshu. We need to let each other go. I want you. And I replay our conversations over and over. Again, these are like messages from them. Doesn't have to be the truth, right? It's something that they're feeling where it's like, I want you, but we need to let each other go. Love life message for Barca. Let me take a look. Love life message for Barca Sharma. Have a new love, a new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. And then we have they are the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. This can also be they are the one as in the new love that is coming in. So that's nice. That's cute. Melody, message from my boyfriend M to Z. An M to Z. I can't stop thinking about you. You came closer than anyone, and finding out the truth crushed me. Merida, when will my financial situation going to get better? When will Merida's financial situation get better? Okay, we have patience required It's going to take a while. And then we have next year. Next year. Monica, when will Jay communicate with me? When will Jay communicate with Monica? Do I want that one? Well, let's take a look. We have You're Wasting Your Time. We have At Night. And then we're also having Stop Waiting. So. Okay. Thank you for softening the blow there, Spirit. Raj, a message from Gurkirat. Gurkirat for Raj here. I want to be more than friends, and I bury myself in work to forget you. That would be fun. Yeah, I think so too. Message from Bruce for Ashley. Bruce's message for Ashley. Just one. We have just one. I left you before you could leave me. Yes. Oksana, message from Leo. Message from Leo for Oksana. I want you, and I hid who I really am from you. Message from Nitin for Barka. From Nitin for Barka. I hide behind material things, and we will be together again. Message from JQ for Giselle. From JQ for Giselle. I hope that you can forgive me one day, and we need to let each other go. Noganya, when will Elle text me? When will Elle text Noganya? We have June next year. And take a break. So take a break because it is going to be June of next year. Again, with this as well, I am strongly feeling like Spirit is going like, let's just say June next year, so it will take a while, so you're not like sitting here waiting for it to happen. It might happen like earlier, but if you have that mindset of, oh, it's going to take like 6 months, then you are gonna focus on other things that needs to be focused on. If it's like, oh, in 2 weeks, you're just gonna be like, you know. So yeah, be aware of that as well. Message from that thing. Because in the end, like, Spirit doesn't always tell us the truth. They tell us what we need to hear or know in order to stay on our path to happiness, you know. Sometimes Spirit just like lies to get you. You know, I've had plenty of time where it's like, you told me this was, yeah, okay. It's so funny, he literally just texted me. Oh, that's cool. Tejinder, a message from Navpreet. Navpreet for Tejinder. I hide behind material things, and you were the best thing in my life. When will Anivesh and me get reconciliation permanently? Anivesh and Kritika. When will there be permanent reconciliation between Anivesh and Kritika? We have You're Wasting Your Time, and then we also have Just Around the Corner. Timeline is brutal. I told you. Thank you. You're welcome. Mahadev, when will a big transformation come in my career? Mahadev. Big transformation, not a house, career. We have take a break. We have September. And we have stop waiting. So with that take a break and stop waiting, usually the stop waiting is like get in action. The train is here. So let's go on. It might even be like taking a break, maybe taking a holiday in September. Or something big happening in September. Hi September. Hello. Things. You're welcome. La notte, message from Capricorn. From Capricorn for la notte. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. You and I were too young. I wish I had treated you better, and I'm starting to understand our connection. Thank you. You're welcome. Empress, a message from Umbra for an Empress. I hide behind material things, and I regret lying to you. Brett, a timeline. Can we get a timeline for Brett? Okay, we have take a break, and then in less than a month. So take a break in less than a month. Take a break. Spirit definitely likes throwing you off sometimes so you don't fixate on something. Exactly. Thanks, love. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. Message from Francesco for Mira. Francesco. I'm so attracted to you. I lost myself for a little while, and I wish things could be different. You're welcome. Ajish, a message from Farsha. Let's take a look. From Farsha for Ajish. I know I messed up everything, and you and I were too young. You and I were too young. Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are returning. My name is Lindy. I am a Dutch tarot reader from the area of Rotterdam. Very direct person, very direct tarot reader. If you're interested in a free oracle, all you need to do is follow the channel, like the live stream, and leave your name and the option you would like in the chat. The two options available for today are either a message from your person or a timeline oracle. The timeline can take a look at any questions you might have surrounding when. When will this happen? When will this come into my life? Be aware. The timeline is, one, brutally honest, and two, sometimes can be a little bit confusing, so be open for whatever comes in. Sometimes, also, like, Spirit sometimes is not really telling the truth about, especially the timeline, because they want us to have a focus somewhere else, or, you know, on some things. So be aware of that, but this is very much an option. At the beginning of each live stream, I'm just seeing we've been live streaming for 5555. Okay, mental note. Anyway, at the beginning of each live stream, there's a poll up on YouTube on which you guys can decide and vote what it is that you would like to see me do for the free oracles. The other options are usually either a message from Spirit, whether that's advice, guidance, or a message for and about your love life. If you would like one of the other oracles, then an open donation is how you can get those. If you would like a full in-depth one-question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €5 donation. Donations can be made either through PayPal, Tiki, Super Chat, or through my website. I probably will be doing a one question tarot reading giveaway in this live stream if we get to the donation rate or the donation cap of 25 euros. I do a giveaway. We are right now at 15, which I think we can make that happen. We'll kind of like see. We're now kind of like halfway through the live stream. So let's just see. Also guys, now it is kind of a little bit like more quiet in the chat, so if you have any questions about the tarot or about me, let me know. We can have a little bit of a chat about that. Usually at the beginning of the live stream and at the end of the live stream we just chat a little bit about like life and whatnot. So again, if you have any questions, just let me know, or want to talk about something, or I don't know, we can have a little bit of a chat. Also, for your information, apart from being a tarot reader, I'm also a life coach. I'm also a resilience trainer. I work with like mindfulness here and there in the training and in the life coaching as well. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. If you want to pick my brain, let me know. And if not, I'm just gonna sit here, talk to myself. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, I just realized this is not a very flattering t-shirt. You see all my top muffins. Well, my little love handles. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's take a look. What's happening here? I just got like 3 pictures of my niece walking outside in the rain. Love that. Okay. Bruce has been doing that sneaky behavior before. I said I hated him. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I think the sneaky behavior is just, again, their coping mechanism. I think that after the realization of like there's no shot with you right now, that's when he started to, okay, I need to close this. I'm sorry, did you do the message from Bruce? I had to help a customer. Yes, I did. I did. I did it up there. So after, I think like 10 minutes ago or something, after I had the end of the, like, after I closed the poll, you were number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, number 8. Number 8. Thank you for another donation. Thank you. Timeline of me and Duncan. Okay, I'll get a timeline and then I'll add some tarot to it. So let's take a look. Give me like 3 timelines for Duncan and Ashley. So we have June, we have December, and then we have the fall. So what happens here in June for Ashley and Duncan? Ashley and Duncan in June. There's the 5 swords and, oh, I did it again! I did it again! I saw where I thought of it. I was like, oh right, wait, Duncan. And then I was like, well, let's add it on, because maybe spirit, but I had like the 5 swords, which is again self-sabotage. So, where I'm like, that might have been like the ending of the connection. Okay, Duncan and Ashley. 3 timelines for Duncan and Ashley. We have a festive season. We have February. February is like big. I feel like collectively February is the month everything like shifts. And then we also have way off in the future. Way off in the future. Okay, so what's gonna happen in the festive season here with Duncan and Ashley? With Duncan and Ashley during the festive season. Okay, we have the Tower and we have the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like the festive season, and I kind of feel like this might be this festive season, is when things change massively. The Tower is sudden change, upheaval, revelation, breakthroughs, like that type of like groundbreaking energy. With that 10 of Pentacles, I kind of feel like there might be during a festive season I kind of feel, honestly, like a relationship forming. Okay, what is happening in February for Duncan and Ashley in February? We have the Queen of Swords and then we have the 8 of Wands for February. Okay, for February, I kind of see a moment happening with that 8 of Wands is still very defensive energy. But when you ask, like, why? Because it kind of looks like there's, like, a storm coming, you know? And she's, like, fighting this off, where it's like, why are you fighting this off? There's a fucking storm coming. Like, run, you know? Where with that Queen of Swords, you can react maybe a bit cold. Or harsh surrounding these situations. I'll look into that a little bit more in a little bit. Let me take a look at way off in the future. What is that way off in the future? Now we have the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands for way off in the future. Is there anything else? No. And then the Moon. Okay, this is like a possible outcome, a possible timeline, where Spirit's like, if we go in the direction we're going right now with what's going on with this whole situation, I'm seeing a timeline happening where in this festive season there is a possibility of forming a romantic relationship there. I think surrounding February there might be a situation where, I don't know, there's either an argument or something, or someone gets like mentioned. That kind of makes us react a little bit cold, and because like that way off in the future, I feel like there is the possibility of us like settling down and, you know, but I kind of feel like there's, because with that 9 of Wands, there's still that defensive energy, there's still that fight or flight, there's still that like trauma attached, there's still that like holding on almost, where I kind of feel like that might be with Bruce. Yes, does this have to do with Bruce? I think so. I think so. I think it is still a little bit like holding on to the connection or what happened, or not really processing or not really healing from it. I think then there is that possibility where way off in the future this might be still be a thing that causes like conflict, that causes like trauma or like toxic behaviors, or not necessarily toxic behaviors, but more like codependency. Like, yes. So again, this is a possible timeline that we can, I feel like this is just a thing of like, this is a possible timeline of what we are heading towards if we continue the way that we have, where it feels like if we get into a romantic relationship with Duncan, the feeling is then I have cut this cord, then I am choosing differently, then I'm doing things differently. But I do feel that there is still a little bit of like detachment there that we also have to deal with. Some trauma, whether that is like massive trauma or whether it's just like annoyance, that is still there, that we're still holding on to, not really finding that closure there, and so bringing it with us along the way. And we need to clear that backpack for this, because I feel like then way off in the future it's still going to be a thing. We are still, the Nine of Wands is very much still being in that fight or flight mode, feeling cornered all the time, high tense all the time, expecting like an attack or all the time, you know. So again, I do see the possibility for this very quickly turning into a romantic relationship, but with that there is a little bit of like cautious surrounding our own healing, surrounding our own progress, surrounding our own, because I do feel that Duncan will be further along in the future, very much ready to settle down, very much ready to build that future with you. And it's then, but then in order to walk that path, we need more change than just a, okay, let's go into a relationship with someone else, you know. And I think that's just a little bit the thing I'm seeing here, where again, I feel like with the festive season getting into a relationship, there will be that feeling of, oh, I changed different, and I did different, and I did this, and I did, but you can only like hold that, I feel like in February it will like show again, where it's like, oh, I healed, and then in February something happens that make you go like, oh, not it, okay, I didn't do that much healing, or, you know, so yeah, I think that's a little bit the timeline that Spirit would like your attention to be on. So yes, I did see the PayPal come in for Mira. Thanks so much, darling. Let's take a look at your question. I saw Fran last night at the restaurant where he works. I was with my guy friend neighbor. Where is it going with Fran? Where major sparks. Okay. Okay. So where is it going with Fran? I kind of want a different deck for you. So, Mira, where is it going with Fran and Mira? We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom as the overall energy. Okay, that's good. We have the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Tower, Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Major Arcana here is the High Priestess and the Tower. So the Tower, I definitely feel that this was, I don't want to say unexpected, but the Tower is definitely big change, revelation, breakthrough even. You know, sometimes when you talk to someone like online and then meet in person, the energy shifts or is very different. Only when you meet each other like face to face is when you really, with that High Priestess, can feel the other person, like their energy, their, you know, and I kind of feel like that kind of happened, and it was like a slap in the face, like, okay, hello. The Queen of Swords as the overall energy, highly intelligent, love to communicate, good conversations, asks a lot of questions, shows interest. So I think that good. The Queen of Swords can sometimes be a bit more mysterious because she sometimes can like hold back information or not really show everything about her. That in some cases that can indicate a little bit of like an ice queen exterior, where you have like, I don't know, you have that thing where like looks like they can kill you but is like a cinnamon bun. I think that's kind of what's going on with you, where I feel like you might look a little bit like I could kill you, but you're very much a cinnamon roll, which is nice. Okay, the Five of Wands does talk about sometimes rivalry. So I don't know if there's a little bit of a feeling of like, who is that, or is that other people might also be interested in you in that way, or that is a little bit of a thing where with that Knight of Swords, I feel like there will be communication about or clarification for. That is very much happening. I kind of want to take a look at that Seven of Swords. What is that Seven of Swords? Because that can sometimes indicate, again, trust issues, jealousy issues. Where's the Seven of Swords here? We have the Lovers, yes. And then the King of Wands, yes. And the Devil underneath that, of course. Yeah, because again, I do feel that there is a little bit of fear of or history of like cheating, whether that's with you or whether that's with the other person. Not necessarily that you cheated, or cheated on or something like that. And anyway, trust issues, I feel like, is a little bit of a thing here. Where it's like, who's that? Yeah, I was shocked to see me last night and to see me with a guy. I remained reserved to friend. Yeah, Queen of Swords. So yeah, again, this, I feel like like what's coming next for you guys, I definitely feel that this is a thing that just very clearly needs to be made to be very, very clear. Because again, with that Five of Wands, it might feel a little bit as like rivalry. I'm not gonna play games. Like I'm not looking for someone that that needs to be talked about. Because again, with that Queen of Swords, because I feel friend chooses life to go to California, so I try to show I am not dependent on friend. Yeah, I think that's good. I think they're good. I definitely feel that there is a little bit of a feeling of, okay, we need to, I want to know. Yeah. Honestly, apart from that, I'm not seeing a lot of, like, action happening, as in, like, what's coming next for you guys. I don't know. Again, the Tower is that, like, big shock. I think this is just a thing that kind of, like, happens. And I think if there is no communication between the two of you after this moment, I feel like this might even be a little bit of a feeling of, like, well, that's it. You have the Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, and then the Seven of Cups. Again, the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is very confused energy, having a lot of options but not sure what the right option is, or needing more information. I do feel that there is a possibility for like some sort of like offer or like a date, or I don't know, something like that to happen. The Ten of Swords is very like painful, very hurtful energy. So again, I kind of feel like what's next? Well, how was the question? Where is it going with Fran? I think if we leave this be, the answer is nowhere. Not even like later, because then it just comes across with that Queen of Swords as you being an ice queen, you not giving a shit about him and going on a date with someone else in front of him, where then it's just like where I think if you clear it out or clear it up, where it's like, hey, just wanted to let you know in some way of like, that was just like a friend, that was nothing, which might feel a little bit like showing your hand. But I think then, at least, there's a clearer picture for him, and there is a possibility for later if you ever run into this person again, to build on good foundation. Because if this does not get clear, then you meet again later, then it's just like, oh, that's that person. You know, there's a little bit of negativity surround you. So let's clear that up. He has my number if he wants to text me, but I'm not reaching out yet. That's fine. That's fine too. That's fine too. Yeah, with that being said, let me take a look at that Knight of Swords. What is that Knight of Swords? I feel like there might be some communication. Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there might be that communication, but I don't know. Eight of Swords. Again, a lot of overthinking. So with that, I kind of feel like it's not going to happen. And then Two of Swords, indecisiveness. I feel like there might be a possibility for like going on a date before he leaves, but it's very 50-50. I'm not sure. I feel like there might be communication coming in just to have a little bit of a checkup, but apart from that, you know, yeah. If that communication does not happen, then this was it. Which is like fine either way. If there is communication, I feel like there might be some clearing up happening, or like going on a date, or like meeting, or having a talk about it, and then also leaving it there. I'm not seeing like big change or big, you know, it's like, okay, let's just wrap it up nicely. You are gonna go away anyway, so, you know. And then later in life, when we're both on a different path, if we run into each other, then there's always the possibility for it. But for right now, you know, even though I do feel that there's a very strong connection here, there's very much, but, you know, if they are like, no, I'm gonna make that decision, okay, you know. So, yeah, that's where I'm not clearing it because he can reach out if he is interested, but he is supposed to leave together for new career life, yeah. Again, he made his decisions, right, So yes, I'll leave it at that. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are returning. If you are interested in the free oracles for today, all you need to do is follow the channel, like the live stream, leave your name and the option you would like in the chat. Let me very quickly just reset the live stream, or reset the chat, because I don't know where I left off. Thanks, you're welcome, darling. Always very, very welcome. Thank you for your faith and trust in me as well. Yes, if you're interested in the free oracle, all you need to do is follow the channel, like the live stream, leave your name and the option you would like in the chat. The two options for today are either a message from your person or a timeline oracle. So any questions of when the timeline, can take a look at that. Be aware, they're brutally honest. They can be a bit confusing, so be open for whatever comes along. As well as know that spirit sometimes lies to have our attention on other things. So sometimes, you know, it doesn't mean it's, you know, 100% set. Depending on the choices that we make, timelines change. Like, you know, time is very relative. But yes, it is an option. So leave your name and the question in the chat. I'll take a look. If you would like a different oracle, then an open donation is how you can get those. If you would like a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €5 donation. I will be doing a giveaway in today's live stream as well, so definitely stick around if you want a chance of winning that. Let's get cracking. Thank you, Lindy. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cindy, let's take a look at your message from Christopher. Message from Christopher for Cindy. I love you. I don't react when people mention you, and I left when I saw you with someone. That last one can also indicate like I left when I could imagine you with someone else, like someone that fits better, or, you know, stuff like that. So yes. I took a look real quick. You're welcome. Did I miss something there? No. Okay, good. Also, guys, if you have any questions for me, about the tarot, let me know. We can have a little bit of a chat. And otherwise, let's just get going with the giveaway, shall we? You guys waited long enough. So, if you're interested in winning, or the chance of winning, a 1-question tarot reading, let me know which number do you think is gonna be the winner between 0 and 9. Let me know which number do you think is gonna be the winner. If there are multiple people with the same number that win, we are gonna do a round 2 with the winners only. So keep that in mind as well. So yeah, let me know which number do you think is gonna be the winner of the giveaway. Give me 2 seconds to check this out. What is this? Okay, it's fine. Fine. Just Monica? There's just one person wanting a free reading right now? Cool. Well, that's an easy win, Monica. That's an easy win. You're just like hoping no one enters. No one enters the giveaway. I can already see you just go like, please, no one, please, just close the list for the giveaway. Hi, Sprucey. Hello, darling. I am gonna call it, close it in a couple of seconds. Number 9 for Sprucey. Ashley! Thanks so much for the donation! Thank you! I do want to do the giveaway first before your read. So I kind of want to get going. No one else is entering. No, yeah. So I just have 2 right now. So one of the 2. Which one will get the 1-question tarot reading? Like that's it. Okay. Which one? And it is number 9. Number 9, Srishti, congratulations. So sorry, Monica. It was not you today. I'm so sorry. But Srishti, congratulations. You just won a 1-question tarot reading. Please let me know your question and I will take a look. And why do I have decks everywhere? Do I want to do that? Let's just take this one. While I'll wait for your question, let's take a look at Ashley's. I think Duncan heard Felipe say something, if I like Duncan, and I told him yes to Duncan here. And how does he feel about me? Did Duncan hear? And how does he feel about that? Because that's like 2 different energy questions. Like, did he hear? That's just very quick yes or no. And then how does he feel? I have the worst luck. Welcome to my life, darling. Yes. Yes, or like welcome to the team. Yes, but that means you'll win bigger. That means you'll win bigger. Well, that's good. So, Ashley, do you want to take a look at like how does Duncan feel about you? Or like how does he feel about whether or not he heard it? Let me just take a look. Did he hear it? Did Duncan hear it? That's just a quick yes or no. Did Duncan hear? Son, that's a hell yes. Yes, he heard. Yes, he heard. 3 of Swords, King of Pentacles, Judgment, 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Yes, I do feel that he heard through someone else. I don't think he overheard you. I think someone else said like, "Hey, this is what she said," which does feel a little bit like hurtful. Would rather have heard it from you, but I feel like still the sun is happiness, so with that it's a yes. And then just let's take a look at how does he feel about you. I'll ask after Ashley's question. That's okay. Okay, that's good. Good. So, how does Duncan feel about Ashley? How does Duncan feel about Ashley? A 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles again. We have the Hanged Man, the King of Pentacles again, the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. There is definitely a feel, I don't almost feel like an urgency to talk to you. The 3 of Pentacles does talk about like collaborating, so other people being involved, which I kind of feel like, you know, whether that is like him hearing it from someone else or like being able to work well together. Overall, I feel like he's like, we work well together when it comes to like work. The Knight of Cups is that offering of love, so I do feel like being asked out for on like a date is something that will happen. The Hanged Man is very much that contemplating. He is very much already giving that King of Pentacles energy, which is just again someone that's like ready to settle down, ready to, you know, be serious. With that Queen of Wands, I feel like he finds you very attractive, very funny, very just that fiery, spontaneous like energy that just works really well with the King of Pentacles, so that's nice. We do have the 8 of Wands, and I kind of want to take a look what that is about. Why is the 8 of Wands here? Because that can sometimes be a little bit like reserved. We have Justice, and then the 10 of Swords. So I don't know if there's like I'm just assuming he knows. Sarah, thank you so much for the donation. But yeah, I feel like Duncan, I assume that he knows about the like Bruce situation, where I feel like there is a little bit of like reservedness towards you because of that. But at the same time, there's very much that desire to, with that Knight of Swords, to talk to you, to ask you, I kind of feel like out almost. With the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, very like go-getters. Why is that Hanged Man here? What is he contemplating? The Hierophant and the 4 of Wands. So I do feel that it is, and then the Knight of Cups. Yeah, okay. So I do feel that he is contemplating whether or not it is the right time to ask you out on a date, whether you are ready to, you know, be asked out on a date, to have that celebratory moment. So I do feel that, again, that there is a little bit of caution surrounding this, but there's very much the desire to do so. I definitely feel that he finds you very attractive and is very interested in you and asking you on a date. So yeah, I kind of want to leave it there. Very positive. Love that. Next up, Srushti. Please leave your question in the chat, darling. I'll take a look. Can you see my super chat? I did, Sarah. I did. During the reading, I even called you out. Thanks so much. I do have Srushti first, and then I'll get to your question second. Or your oracle guidance. So yes, Srushti darling, please let me know your question. Let me put these away real quick. What's coming towards me? That's a good question. Sorry, network issues. No, that's fine. That's fine. What's coming towards Srushti? What is coming towards you? What's coming towards Srushti? We have the Ten of Cups. I was like, I think it's a romantic relationship, but I was like, well, let's keep an open mind, see what else, and then we have the Ten of Cups at the overall energy. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Nine of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Swords. I do feel that romantic relationship is the thing that's like the big next thing that's coming into your life next. With that being said, I'm just assuming you're single right now. This can also be like the next step in a current relationship. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the deck, so I do feel that it requires a little bit more patience. With that Wheel of Fortune, there's nothing much you can do to make it happen faster or to make this just like, you know, organized, have any control over it. So it's very much a waiting game. We do have the Nine of Wands in the meantime for us to just focus on our shadow side and our healing. Yes, single. Okay, nice. Because with that Two of Cups, it is a very good connection. But the Nine of Wands is a little bit defensiveness. So very much be open for this to come in as well. The Nine of Wands is like holding up a wall or boundaries where if you ask like why, there's not really an answer to it, whether that is being defensive towards dating in general, whether that is having like a list of like, this is what I want from my partner. They have to be tall, they have to be dark, they have to make these amount of money, they have to have this amount of like a job or a house, or they need to have a good relationship with their parents, whatever the list is. I feel like with that Nine of Wands, let's not hold on to it, because I feel like they might not fit all the criteria that you wanted from a relationship, where you could have like by the first sight of something like, oh, I didn't want that in a relationship, you just go like bye, because I don't think that is necessarily like toxic. If they of course are toxic, then don't, but I feel like there might be some defensiveness surrounding this, where you might prevent giving this person a chance because we have this belief system and we're not really open for anything and everyone that spirit brings along. I kind of want to take a look at that Seven of Swords, because I feel like that might be because of like trust issues, or I don't know, being cheated on by someone similar, or they have like a name. We have the Knight of Swords and the Emperor. Yeah, not really allowing a chance to talk to this person, to let their energy shine. And in the Ace of Pentacles, again, a start, a beginning. Because I feel like if you have like a list of like, oh, this and this and this is what I want from my partner, I feel like there's a lot that you will miss out on with this connection. Again, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the deck. Does not mean that it cannot pick up, because at some point with that Knight of Pentacles, make sure that every step that we take is the right one, doing the right amount of work and things, and then when we are ready, we have the best possible like outcome, and things can go very, very quickly. You know, it's like a snowball effect. Like you start small and making sure that it's like good and foundation and round, and then the moment you throw it out off like a hill and leave it to spirit, like it picks up momentum, it picks like more snow, it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. That's kind of what I'm seeing here, where keep an open mind for whatever comes in, because what it is that you want is not always what you need or what's good for you. Because like now I'm kind of thinking of like a study that has been done where they asked men are you okay with dating a woman that's more successful than you? And then men most times say, of course, I would love it. But then in reality, when they are in that situation, when they're dating a very successful partner, they experience that actually that's not really what I want. That's not really what, and then they like break up. So again, what it is that you want right now might not be what you need. And spirit is very much bringing in what you need. So be open to this, because again, I feel like this might be a person that you wouldn't necessarily give a chance because of certain criteria that you might have. But I do feel with that 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups as the overall energy that this is very much a person and a romance of like a lifetime. And with that, Wheel of Fortune just talks about, like, you can try to have as much control as you want, but you don't. You don't. So let's just let that go. So yeah, that's kind of what I see happening, coming in for your life when it comes to, like, big changes and whatnot. So that's nice. Past person? I don't think so. I don't think it is a past person. With that 2 of Cups. Let me take a look. The 2 of Cups. I don't know. I know. I kind of feel like this is new. It just feels a bit new. We have the Tower, so that is sudden change and upheaval. If it is a past person, it's someone that made a total transformation. A total... Yes. Anything about career? No. I think, yeah, I think this is the biggest, you know, when Spirit doesn't tell us what we expected, again, when career, they're like, no, you got this, continue the way that you have, no big changes or no big things needed, so just go how you have been going, and then you're gonna be like fine. Again, when it comes to what's coming in next, when it comes to romance, they're like, no, this is what needs a little bit of change. Work, we're not worried, you're on the right path, you're doing great, just trust your intuition, trust, you know, what's going on. This is where we need a little bit of, you know, a little bit of a tweak. So yeah, thank you, you're welcome. You're welcome. Sarah, thanks so much for the wait. Let's take a look at your Ange, thanks so much for the donation. Thank you. I'll get to your question after Sarah's oracle guidance. Some oracle guidance for Sarah. And what do we want for Sarah? Guidance. Let's have a look at these. So hopefully you're still in the chat, darling. Ms. Sarah. For Sarah. Some guidance for Sarah. We have Mary Magdalene. A teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. We also have Charity with prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. And then we also have Lady Venus with downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming through from heaven and the astral realm. So with this, I'm strongly feeling, again, you taking a new path, a new road. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call with that downloads and understanding. There might have been like dreams or realizations happening, where if we have uncertainty of like, why am I seeing this so often? Why am I seeing like numbers? Why am I having these dreams? I feel like in meditation you can ask a question and I feel like you will get your answer. This is like, I feel like you are being called to do something and follow that inner voice. Doesn't have to make sense. It's nice if we know where it's coming from and what's going on, but as long as we follow it. Yeah, big downloads coming in. So again, in your sleep, in meditation, there might be big, I feel like synchronicity as well happening. So you're not crazy, follow your intuition. Yes. You said me in the last question that you are on right path, and I did choose physiotherapy as a career. Oh, that's nice. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Thanks so much. Really appreciate you. You're very welcome. I appreciate you too. And let me put these away. And let's take a look at your question. Hi. Will I be with my twin flame or someone else? Okay, let's take a look at who will you be with. And be with. Who is that person? And be with. We have the 7 of Swords. Okay, and the Tower. Okay. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. We have the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the Strength card. Right now I'm seeing very much leading towards, yes, a soul connection, which very much can be your twin flame here. This Tower is also like a slap in the fucking face with the Wheel of Fortune underneath that, things that are out of our control. So definitely soul connection here. The 7 of Swords is the overall energy. It kind of confuses me a little bit because the 7 of Swords is like hiding, lying, cheating, dishonesty, sneaking around or being sneaky as the overall energy. With at one end the 2 of Cups, then the 10 of Swords, and the Emperor. It can also be a divine masculine energy. The 10 of Swords, however, is very painful energy. Like really, I feel like almost like when it goes good, it's great, but when it's bad, it's awful, which I sometimes indicate or put to the twin flame connection as well. The 6 of Cups talks about either children or like good childhood memories or good memories with this certain person. The 2 of Wands does talk about we have to make a change, a different choice, because twin flames are very challenging to say the least. And it really requires, like, the twin flame connection is very much there to learn, grow, and move forward and leave behind toxic patterns of behavior that we have in like a crash course. You know, your twin flame is like your crash course of your lifetime in like 2 weeks, like put together in like a short amount of time. Which can be very, very challenging, overwhelming, and yeah. Yes, with the Strength card being here, definitely something that needs patience and inner mental strength as well. I'm definitely feeling soul connection. Because it also feels just comfortable or right. Let me take a look at these. Because I'm not sure whether it is twin flame or whether it is like divine masculine. Oh my god, you said, like, I saw that, where it's like, I saw someone that I felt connected to, but nothing happened as I ran away. And then the one that we have here is the runner. The runner. The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to the ego. We also have the Grim Reaper with the relationships over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Yes, I think it's that I think that person right now is very much something that Spirit's like, no, let's not skip over this. There's a reason. So let's not run into this completely. Again, with that 7 of Swords, I'm having a hard time seeing whether or not this is like a romance of a lifetime or if this is the one. But I definitely feel that there's a reason why we felt that connection there. It can be a twin flame. It can also be a divine masculine with the Emperor here. So definitely, if you need to have a label on it, if you're like, I want to know what this is, definitely research that. Because it's very similar, but also, yeah, it can be a bit intimidating. And with the runner here, you know, this is very much lesson. Again, with that 2 of Wands, making a different decision. So I do feel that we can still, because I feel like why we are scared is with that 10 of Swords, we've gotten hurt in the past a lot, and fear of rejection, fear of, yeah, I think you might be annoyed with me now. Well, okay, that's fine. We can survive if someone is annoyed. That's fine. With this, it's very much, this is just like, first step is very much accepting how you're feeling. Knowing what you're feeling. Because then, like, there's nothing you can do about that. This is just how I'm feeling. This is just how I'm feeling about this person and this situation. If someone is annoyed, that's fine. Sometimes we have that with friends as well, where if you find like usually it's between girls, where you're like, oh, when I first met you, I thought you were such a bitch, but you're so fun and bubbly, and that's fine. So why wouldn't this be fine? If they are annoyed, that's fine. I don't care. That's fine. I like you. That's my opinion. Why is that opinion more important than mine? So again, I feel like this is very much something to still... You still have something to do here with this connection, for sure. Make different choices. And with the Strength card, like whenever Strength come up, it's like not an easy task. It requires a lot from you, and it very much is a crash course in like learning, growing, and all that. But yeah, I feel like, yes, no, we need to take a step. We need to take a step here. And then fully being you as well. Not a mask, not, oh, I think this is what he likes, so I'll just pretend to be that. Like, just full on, this is me, I'm interested in you. Yes. So yes. And that's so true. It feels like a mountain. Yeah, and that's fine. Like, let's just focus on the next step. Not the whole mountain of like asking them out, but what would the next step be? What would the next step look like? Approaching, being in the same circles, being friendly, saying hi. Like, what's the next step? Because the next step is never as scary as climbing the whole fucking mountain. So let's just focus on the next step. This is the goal. What would that next step look like? How can I get from here to there instead of from here to there? Let's focus on that. And then, because sometimes when it comes to like climbing mountains, right? Sometimes we like start climbing the mountain, and all of a sudden we find ourselves on a path to like a different mountain. So let's not focus on like getting to the top there. Let's just focus on the next step and then see where it goes. That way it's like less scary, and we can still work towards the next step. And what's the next step? What's the next step? Yeah, you got this. Go kick ass. This is for sure something that still asks your attention to dive into. So yeah, go kick ass. You got this. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, guys, I think it's about that time that I call last call for the free oracle. So let's do so. Hi everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. If you're interested in a free oracle, all you need to do is follow the channel, like the live stream, leave your name and the option you would like in the chat. 2 options available for words available for today are either a message from your person or a timeline oracle. The timeline can take a look at when question. So when will this happen? When will this come into my life? The timeline can take a look. Be aware, the timeline does have like a disclosure to it, or like a warning trigger sign, because they can be brutally honest. Be open for whatever timeline comes to. Sometimes they're very confusing, and sometimes be aware as well that spirit gives us the timeline of what they would like us to focus on. Whether that is, oh, it's not gonna happen, okay, let's focus on something else, and then it happening anyway. Spirit doesn't, spirit tells like white lies. So be aware of that as well. If you would like a different oracle altogether or a priority oracle reading, then an open donation is how you can get those. If you would like more in-depth one question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €5 donation. Donations can be made either through PayPal, Tiki, Super Chat, or through my website. Okay. So this is the last call. So if any donations come in, you will have to wait until I'm done with last call, and then I'll get to yours. So let's take a look. Can you get to mine? I posted 20 minutes ago. I restart the live stream, but when I'm in like readings, I do not go back, because a lot of people like leave when I do the reading. So instead I just reset the chat for the free oracle. So please leave your question or your request once more, and I would love to take a look. Kimberly, a message from Marshall. Also, like, I'm not gonna scroll back like 20 minutes in the, you know, a message from Marshall for Kimberly. Marshall for Kimberly. I want to tell you how I feel, and I remember every detail of that day. Can I donate for one more, please? Yes, darling. Of course, of course, of course. Dibyani, a message from Rajesh. Rajesh for Dibyani. We need to let each other go. I lost myself for a little while, and I'm so attracted to you. A message from your person for Brenda. We will be together again. I regret lying to you. I love you unconditionally, and I look for you everywhere. Message from the universe. I can get you a message from your person or a timeline. But let me know. Again, these usually are, I can take a look at like a message from the universe, as in from this deck, but just apply it how it then resonates, because, you know, it's not meant for this necessarily. But yeah, let me know. Bella Luna, message from C. For Bella Luna. I regret lying to you, and I will wait for a sign from you. Okay, thank you. I didn't do anything for it. I didn't do anything. Okay, let this also be, I think, Domini, if you would like either a timeline or a message from your person, let me know, and I'll take a look. In the meantime, that was it for the free oracles for today. If you're interested in getting an oracle right now, then an open donation is how you can get those. If you would like a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €5 donation. Donations can be made either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. Thanks so much, dear. You're welcome. Again, let this be last call for any paid reading. So if you want a paid reading, right now is the time to get it. I will close the list in a couple of minutes. Yeah. In the meantime, we can have a little bit of a chat. If you guys have any questions about tarot or about me, for me, let me know. We can have a little bit of a chat. So at the end of the live stream. Still, thank you. You always do help. Oh, you are very welcome, and thank you for saying that. You're very welcome, darling. That is what I try to do. So it's good that it actually works. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm gonna, you know, again, I'm seeing like 5555 a lot of the time right now as well. Now we're like an hour 55 minutes and 55 seconds, where I had that before as well. So Rita, I just closed the list for today's free oracles. Right now the only option is if you want an oracle for an open donation, or if you want a one question tarot reading, €5 donation. And thanks so much for another donation. Thank you, thank you. Let's take a look. How does my twin flame fuel me? Tea and my actions, or a lack of it. Lack of it. How does your twin flame fuel you? How do they see you? We have the Hermit. Okay, that's good. That's good. We have the Hanged Man, we have the Devil, we have the Chariot, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. Also know this is a like two-way street, right? They can, it's not just your lack of action, it's also their lack of action. Because a twin flame connection, it's not just you being in a twin flame connection, you know, they are in it as well. Just wanted to throw that out there. We have a lot of major arcana. The Hermit is very much looking inward for answers. So right now I feel like they're I'm seeing a lot of like contemplating and inner work with the Hermit as the overall energy, with the Hangman being here again. Then we have the Devil, which can talk about like fears or our ego, or toxic patterns of behavior that we kind of feel stuck in. The Chariot is very action oriented, so I definitely feel that they see you as someone, as a go-getter, and you know, go after what it is that you want. But this Chariot is very indecisive. Which direction am I gonna go in? This way, that way. Then the smaller things that might play a part is with that 4 of Pentacles, very closed off, very much a wall being pulled up, and with that 8 of Cups, emotionally walking away. So I do feel that he thinks you might walk away from this connection, that you might, even though there are feelings, or there is that like strong, same with like a spark, you cannot have a spark one direction in, you know. So yeah, I do feel that he feels that you might be like walking away, or you might, because again, you have a wall up, they don't know. They don't know, and so, okay, let me very quickly just take a look at that reflective energy. Why is the Hanged Man here? Why is the Hanged Man here? Because at one hand, I'm kind of feeling like reflecting and thinking about it, and at the other, 2 of Swords, we have that walking away. Not really decided. Okay, why is the Hermit here? Tower. So I do feel that they recognize as well. I don't know, I kind of feel like he sees you and understanding that you need a little bit of a moment, not wanting to push, because that might make you walk away from it. Yeah, I was like that. I didn't know if he felt a spark like I did. Yes. Like if you've experienced, like, it's hard to explain, like the difference between like finding someone attractive and like feeling a spark. You know, when souls spark, it's scary as fuck. You're just like, this is it, I'm fucked. Okay, you know, it's very different from any other experience that you have, and it's very hard to explain, but it's very mutual. Because sometimes people are like, oh, there was a spark, but like, it's just, I am just attracted to them. You know if there's a difference between I'm just attracted to them and that's why I felt so, or if there's like, I feel like you just got like shot in the heart. You know, there's a big difference. It's hard to explain, but when you have experienced it, you know it. Like, oh no, yeah, I got shot. And that is mutual. Soul connections are mutual, especially one as deep as this. Sometimes soul contracts cannot be mutual, but like this, is very mutual. Because, you know, it's also logical for you to go like, oh, I'm gonna run away from this, because you know that this is something that can, like, break you on, like, a deeper level, you know? So it's very understandable to be afraid of it and scared of it and, like, want nothing to do with it, or taking a little bit of distance, because that's what the Eight of Cups is. It is emotionally distancing yourself. Four of Swords is very much like pulling a wall up as well. So I definitely feel that he sees that going on with the Hermit and the Hanged Man, understanding that that might be something for you to do to come to terms with this, to figure out what this is. And the Devil, you know, fear being here. So I definitely feel that they're, and I feel like this is, again, mutual. I think they are experiencing this as well, because, like, how do they view you and your actions, I feel like it's very... How does he feel about this, then, that you act this way? Judgment. Fine. Okay, that's good. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like they are just, like, patiently waiting with this. I think there's very understandable. And I definitely feel that this is something that is, like, explainable as well. Where you're like, I know this sounds stupid, but I kind of felt this connection and it kind of, like, frightened me. And in self-preservation, because of, like, history, or I just, like, pulled up a wall and emotionally distanced myself, because I know that you can really hurt me, you know? Yeah, I was like, I think I can live without it, but now I realize that I was wrong. Yes. Yes, because you can, like, the phrase of, like, you cannot run away from your problems, that's very, like, you have experienced that now, where it's like, no, this is something that happens within you, and you cannot walk away from your own connection or soul, you know? So there is still very much something to, at the very least, learn here, that your soul needs to learn in order to progress. And as long as you don't, like, at least learn the lesson, this is something that will just, you know, keeps, like, pulling on you. So yeah, I don't think they think you're stupid, or I don't think they think that you're, I don't know, any, yeah, negative. I definitely feel that there's the curiosity of, like, what's going on there, but also the understanding of, well, if you need time, you need time. Again, this is something very, like, easily explainable. Which honestly, I feel like just kind of, like, boosts their ego, you know, which you just go like, oh, like that moment where you're, like, explaining everything and they're like, yeah, you did, yeah, I can, yeah, you know, and then you're just like, oh my god, you know, that, like, fun little interaction. So yeah. So yes, I would leave it at that for you. Ashley, thanks so much for another donation. Thank you. Let me very quickly. So Ashley, I will get to your question. For everyone else, after Ashley's reading, I am again closing the list. So list is closed. For everyone that's watching right now, if you wanted to make a donation, you can. This list is closed. It's just for new people coming in. So if you're like, oh damn, I wanted to do another donation, you can. You can. I just wanted to put it here for, like, new people coming in. Ashley. Hi Techie, your question? Yes, I did close the list for the free oracles already though. And this is last call for paid reading, so if you're wanting an oracle, an open donation, if you would like a 1-question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €5 donation. If nothing comes in, like, when I'm done with Ashley's reading, I am going to call it a day. Ashley, so what's the future form? For me and Bruce, co-workers, friends, enemies. What is the future for Ashley and Bruce? Ashley and Bruce. What is the future? What does that look like? That, what label is on it between Bruce and Ashley? We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Sun. Okay, that's good. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. I do feel that there is a possibility for friendship later. Note, later. The Seven of Pentacles has overall energy. It will require still a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of energy. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the deck. So with all those threes here, I definitely feel like a long time. The Three of Swords is still like heartbreak. It's still, you know, recovering from that, overcoming that. With that Six of Wands that talks about like victory and whatnot. The Three of Wands is looking elsewhere, broadening the horizon. So definitely the focus being on something else right now, and then the possibility for this as a friendship to come back later. The Four of Pentacles is very closed off energy. Is very much a wall being put up. You know, when we are like in siege, we hide behind the wall, and it's not where like 5 minutes of like silence is like, oh, I guess they left, let's go outside. You know, that takes time to heal and grow and all of that. So I feel like with that page of the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like there will be a moment of like slow progress, of like slowly opening up, slowly healing, slowly, you know. And I feel like after that there's a possibility of friendship later. But again, that Seven of Pentacles does talk about a lot of hard work needs to happen. How do we leave it here? How do we leave it here? Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, so I kind of wanted to like take a look of, okay, how do we like end this here now then? You know, the Wheel of Fortune talks about things that are out of our control. So accepting the things that are out of our control, we cannot make someone like us. We cannot make someone treat us better. We cannot control what the other person does, feels, or say. Instead, with that Queen of Swords, very much choosing yourself. The Queen of Swords, again, Ice Queen energy that we kind of need right now. Not really giving a fuck. Or like there's a difference between not giving a fuck and choosing not to give a fuck. When someone says something, you know, not caring other people's opinion is a choice that we actively have to make. Feeling hurt, like, oh, someone said something hurtful, and then going like, no, wait, I forgot, I didn't give a shit. You know, the Hierophant talks about doing the right things in the right order, the right next action for you. So let's just focus on the next step for you. Forget about that. That's the past. Again, we have no control over how they act, say, do, think about us, towards us. We can focus only on ourselves. So let's get that Ice Queen energy. Let's focus, okay, what's best for me right now? This, okay, let's move into that direction. So let's not put a label on it. Let's not go like, oh, we're enemies now. Oh, we're, I don't know, something. Like the label, I'm very much a person that doesn't care about any label whatsoever, as long as you treat me right, or, you know, like how you are as a human being is more important than what label there is. There can be a bit of a weird situation between the two of us, that's totally fine. I'm gonna walk away from that because that's what's best for me. And then when this comes back, we can have a conversation about what happened, my perspective on the matters, and, you know, stuff like that. So yes, I do feel that there is that possibility. For like friendship, but it will require a lot of hard work and a lot of effort, and it is the question, like, do I want to by that time? And then after like a friendship, there is a possibility for like more or something, but this is the first step of like, I feel like it's very much your like dealer's choice, you know, your choice in the matters, but Spirit just wanting you to focus on you. Like, you are your number one. You, at birth, you get one human being for you to take care of, and that's you. You know, your responsibility, your only responsibility in life is Ashley. This little human being that I need to make happy. That's my only goal. So let's focus on that. Let's take on the next step. and I can only be happy with someone else. Bullshit. Bullshit. So what's the next step for Ashley? Again, this is something that will take a long time with that Knight of Pentacles, so let's not even think about it right now. This is so far along the line. Because I feel like this might be like 3 years, you know, to the extent of like 3 years from now is when that friendship can like build again. So yes. Let's take a look. I want to donate lol. I just don't know if you do this type of question. Do you do messages? Oh, sorry, I'm dyslexic, so I really read out the questions. Do you do messages from relatives who have passed away? Yes, I do. I do. Lindy, when you're done, can we have a chat? I wanted to ask you a question and get some advice. Yeah, of course. Of course. Let me very quickly just get some water. Real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we'll donate now then. Okay. Hihi. Poe. Nou. Ja. Toe. Het is alweer 4:30, joh. Kalleertje. Wat zakkes. I love, like, in the Netherlands we have a lot of like those like filling words of like hoo, now, poe, yeah, and then just like just like sounds. Where whenever I'm like with my international friends, they're always like, you always make the weirdest like noises, and I was like, yes, that's the charm of Dutch. That's the charm of Dutch. It's too bad we can end up in a relationship. Yeah, it is. You know, but yeah, it just sucks. Send, let me check. Yes, I did see it. Thank you so much for the donation. So a message from your cousin V. I do want a different deck. Trying to fill that one. Okay, it's a good thing this is the last one, because these always like fuck me up a little bit. Okay. I would like a message from V for Bianca. We got the Two of Cups, so that's good. That's like a good connection, whether that's a soul connection. We have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Wands, then we have the King of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Swords, Temperance, and the Magician. Okay, with these I always need a little bit, because this is I don't do them often, so I always have to, like, what's the situation? V's. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm seeing, again, with that Two of Cups, a very good, like, soul-deep connection here. I'm already seeing two very different female figures here, where at one end we have the Queen of Wands, which is very, like, outgoing, extra, like, how do you say it, like, spontaneous, very fiery energy, all about the fun, all about the experience of life, and almost like full of life energy. And at the other end we have the Queen of Swords, which might be a little bit more reserved, is more let's think this through, can sometimes be a little bit more of like an Ice Queen, or just a little bit like good with words but also very sharp with words at the same time as well. So two very different energies, but at the same time, I feel like you guys like build each other up as well. Very, very, I don't want to say like totally, well, kind of like opposite, but at the same time, it kind of like works well together, where you have like fire and ice, which, yeah, I feel like that is like a good mix here. Because with Temperance as well, Temperance is like that middle path, compromise, balance. So I think you get like the best of each other, you complement each other, and you get each other out of each other's like comfort zones as well. This was a male. Okay. We also have the King of Wands as well. And the King of Wands is also a bit that fiery energy. The King of Wands again, we have the King and the Queen of Wands, which is like a soul perfect set, perfect match. Oh, that's not you. But the King of Wands is very well matched to that Queen of Wands. Also very much for the fun, very much outgoing. There might be some physical distance being a thing sometimes with the King of Wands, but also very much, you know, that fiery energy. So I'm seeing 3 people here. I don't know if that's relevant. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands is like a seed. I don't know if there were like plans, or a plan was made to do something like spontaneous and fun and fiery type of feeling. The Ten of Wands is very, very tired energy. Where it's to the question like, what am I doing? Do I want to continue? Do I need to make different changes? Do I want to do something else? Just very, like, almost like burnout type of energy, and a bit, like doubtful. Of like, did I make the right decisions? Is this really it? Do I want to do something different? Like, do I want to continue the way that I have? Do I need to make changes? Was it worth it? Was this risk worth it? The Six of Swords talks about walking away from situations that are no longer serving. In this very particular one, can sometimes talk about an abusive situation, toxic behaviors, like running away in the middle of the night. You know, leaving stuff, a situation that's just not like helpful or not going anywhere, leaving that behind. And then like the one that's confusing me the most is the Magician, because the Magician talks about what it is that we're trying to manifest. What is that Magician? Knight of Cups, some sort of offering coming in. And then the Seven of Swords again, it showed up earlier. And then the Death card. What is this about? Yeah, we lived at a distance. Yeah, they were looking to make certain changes before that. Do you see any message from them for me though? Seven of Swords is like hiding, sneaking, and then the Death card is like endings and new beginnings. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Six of Pentacles. Take these first and then I'll do the other ones as well. Let's just take a look. Any messages? I hide behind material things and I want to feel that way again. So whether that was like a new job or I feel like doing something different. Again, I hide behind material things, so I do feel that there is a chase of this change for an increase in material things, and I want to feel that way again. Again, I kind of feel like with that 10 of Wands, there was just a feeling of like I was just very tired. I wanted to make changes. Again, with the Death card, to either like go back, or second chances. I feel like they might want to either like move back or be more with family. And I just felt like, you know, we have family, home, and commitment. We have lack and doubts, and there's a like external party. External party. Definitely feels more like, or like the attentions were, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just feeling very much the desire to be home or go back, or, and then as well as like the deck lack and the feeling of like lack and doubt, of like self-doubt, a lot on their mind. And then with that party, external parties being involved here. Again, I have no idea what the situation is, so I'm just like, no idea what this is about. I'm not really seeing any like messages other than their intent, what happened, what like went going on. Because with that, again, external and party, that sometimes can indicate like a third party, and we're seeing 3 people here as well, where we're having a King and Queen of Wands, and then we're also having a Queen of Swords here being involved. And I wanted to relocate to where they grew up, yeah. And I feel like with that Ace of Wands, there was like excitement for it, or like concrete plans. With that 6 of Pentacles, either needing more money, needing more knowledge, needing more, you know, like that. Why do we have 3 people here? Why is that significant? Ace of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. At the bottom we have the King of Cups. Yeah, I think there's just a big focus on like missing home, and so focused on what they have lost and had to give up, and that was just having a hard time seeing the opportunities of like what they had and what was like going on, and so just like chase new opportunities. I do feel like well balanced. Queen of Cups. I don't know if there was like among them some like, you know, where I don't know if it was like them moving where they were then because of the partner. Oh, we're moving there, that's the best thing. And now when they were there, just had a little bit of like homesickness, and so had the desire to, and real like thing to head back. A bit with that Magician. It's throwing me off. Again, I'm feeling more like that. I'm more, instead of like a message for you particular, I'm just seeing the situation as it is, their intentions, what's going on. Why is temperance here? Yeah, after long communication, long contemplation, made a decision to do something different. It was homesickness, yeah. I don't know what type of message were you hoping for here that I might see, because again, I kind of feel like I'm just describing the situation as it is, and I don't know what happened, but I'm not really seeing I feel like there's just a clear of we wanted to go home. And now it's not even that they're sad that they can't. It's just I'm just feeling an emphasis on home, 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 home. And the either wanting to do better, get everything back online, on track, they had a whole very motivated to make it work as well. This is insightful. I was looking for a message about direction from them or warnings, but this was helpful. Okay, well that's good. I'm glad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like if any messages from them is just to appreciate life when we're living, appreciate home as well. Whereas you can make plans, but you never know, So yeah, I feel like I'm not really, again, I feel a little bit bad that we couldn't really get any specific, very, message for you. But yeah, this is what we have. I'm glad it was insightful. I'm not really seeing any warnings. Or yeah, directions in that sense. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Okay, I don't know if Monica is still in the chat. If you are, darling, let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. Thank you, you're welcome. You're very, very welcome. I'm going to click my phone. It's fine. Because you said you wanted to pick my brain. How do you cope with or survive the feeling of wanting to disappear off the face of the earth because people make you feel worthless? I'm still crying because of my mom. I don't know why she hates me. All I ever did was give her love and empathy. She treats me like I'm her enemy. I'm still here needing a hug. Well, virtually hug given, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's a lot. How do you cope with or survive the feeling of wanting to disappear off the face of the earth? I don't know if you've, because you're Dutch, right? There's a podcast, Omdenken, which sometimes deals with this situation. How do you cope with or survive the feeling of wanting to disappear off the face of the earth because people make you feel worthless? That's a big thing. I don't think there is a one quick answer for it. I definitely feel that there is it's all intertwined, whereas there's the expectation of what life should be, what life should look like, what labels should look like what the label mom should look like and what we have or what we don't have, as well as the label that we put on ourselves of I want to be a good daughter. And what does a good daughter mean to me? Well, that means I'm loving, that means I'm showing empathy, and you're holding yourself to that end of the bargain and then feeling screwed over because mom is not being a mom, in the sense of how we interpreted it. So there is a lot of like levels and a lot of things that we can learn from it, starting with the expectation. First, dropping labels. Second, the expectations that we hold towards people. Third, then the accessibility that they have to us. It gets very complicated if you still live with them, because then it's just, okay, how can I survive? Seeing them as a roommate rather than, like, people sometimes say like blood is thicker than water, which is bullshit. It's bullshit. There's such a emphasis of like, oh, blood should stick together. Well, if they're an asshole, they're an asshole, you know. So yeah, as well as putting yourself first. I think, again, there's a lot of fronts happening. I think the main focus should definitely be on yourself, and regardless of the exposure therapy that you have gotten, choose to think differently. You know what I mean with that? If you're in a situation where you get bullied all the time, you hear that often, where they grow up into adulthood and truly believe those things that they have been said all their life, because of exposure therapy. Your brain, your thoughts, you have like 40,000 or 40,000 thoughts every single day. We are not what we think, we just have them. Our thoughts are like a collective of what happens to us, and depending on what we focus on, the more attention you give something, the more it will grow. The law of attraction. So I definitely feel it can be helpful to start working with your thoughts as well. I have a series online, the life coaching series, in which we attack those things. Apart from work on yourself, especially if you are still in that situation, it's difficult. It is very, very difficult. I think with the question, like, how do you cope with or survive the feeling of wanting to disappear off the face of the earth, is very much, where do I lay responsibility? Because like, for instance, like, I'm assuming your desire, like, what is your desire to have the connection? Because this is so layered. Because I'm assuming, let's say the worst case scenario is your mom. The desire you have to have this kind of relationship with your mom, what would you call yourself if you don't have that relationship right now? How does it make you feel? You know, what words could you give to yourself? Like, am I a bad daughter? Am I a bad human being? Like, what word would you like, what's the most painful word that you give yourself in that situation that makes you go like, I don't want to deal with this anymore? To the point where you go like, I would rather just disappear. Because then with that word, you can just go like, accept that word. I am that. I am a terrible, terrible daughter. I am a terrible human being. And then when something happens and they're just like, oh, you're not an angel, you also do stuff bad, and you know, stuff like that, you can just go like, yeah, because I'm a bad fucking daughter. Like, what did you expect? You know? Try to make it a little bit more light of it. Again, there are a lot of facets to it. This is such a, again, complicated thing that's so hard to do when I don't have like interaction with you like directly, you know, when you cannot respond directly. I think having a dream like yours of like going to Korea can be a big help as well. to have something that grounds you, that keep you here, that make you go like, it's not time for me to go yet because I haven't done this yet, you know. I'm sorry, thank you so much. Why sorry? Don't apologize, you just asked. That's fine. I'm a life coach. You're supposed to ask me shit. That's fine. But yeah, I think there are many facets to this problem. I think you, first off, recognize your own strength. The fact that you are still here. From experience, I can tell many times where I just went like, I'm giving up. There's nothing more I can do. Like dust. Like I at some point had the experience of like dust even has more of a function than I do. You know? Dust is there for a reason and I am not. Like, you know, and if you it's easy to like spiral in that sense. I'm also a true believer, because this can, I don't know, you know, your situation, I don't know what's going on, but it can also be very, going on a path where you might be depressed, and then it can be very helpful to get some help for that as well. Life coaching cannot help for depression, so definitely, if you're feeling that way, can get some help for that, because like small steps everywhere can like spiral into big things. What else did I want to say? Oh right, because just, I don't know if you need it or not, but just know, like from my experience, I've been heavily depressed myself, to the point where I seriously contemplated like, if this is normal, if everyone's supposed to feel this way, and this is like, wake up with this feeling and go like, I'm so excited to start the day. If this is normal, then I don't want normal. I don't want normal. And in my case, I did everything I could, researched everything and tried everything, because at the same time I didn't want to die. Even though that was an option at that time. I knew I didn't. So like I said, having a dream for you as well, you know, to go to Korea, I think that can be very helpful in a sense of fueling your like stubbornness to actually make that happen as well. Dear Monica, if she don't like you and put you in a situation, let her go. Don't chase that love from her and find that love somewhere else. Maybe in yourself. Yeah, I agree. This is a very difficult thing to do. And it's not that easy of just like, just letting it go. Because there's a lot like of attachment with it. And this is something, you know, this is your journey as well. For you to figure out as well. For you to decide what access do I let this person have of me. Again, the easiest, quickest way is lowering the expectations you hold to the word mom. You know, a mom should be this, a mom should be that, a good daughter should be this, a good daughter should be that. Let's scratch all the labels, and just look at the rawness of what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing here with a person that is treating me like this, but I still open my access. They still have full access to me, whether it is physical, whether it is emotionally, you know. And then it's just having a conversation with yourself and just going like, okay, I'm gonna lower the expectation. I'm gonna have no expectation of this woman, and just depersonalize her a little bit. Like we have, like if you have like a little bit of a circle, you can also do this yourself as well, where you have a circle of where you are in. Where are you placing your mom? And if it's like right at the edge, okay, then if she is at the edge, why does she have the personal, why can't she walk in and out of my emotions? You know. Anyway, what I wanted to say with like the personal story of like depression and whatnot, me being in that situation, for me now, I just know that if I went through this and am the person I am today, if I got to do it and if I made it, I know that everyone can. Everyone can do this. Because I was at a point where I was literally, that's it. That's it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whether I'm alive, whether I'm dead, it doesn't matter. So why the fuck would I be here? You know, if I can come from there to where I am right now, which is I've never been this happy in my life. I'm not where I want to be, but it's a whole lot better than where I was. If I can do this, I know you can do this too. 100%. People that know me from after, and I tell my story, I hear a lot of like, oh, you're so strong, oh, you've been through this, and oh, I could never. Bullshit. You don't know me when I was back then. Back then, I'm still surprised I got to do it. I actually did it. You know? Where it's like, no. Because when you're in that situation, you don't have a choice. It's either I do this, fuck them, let's go, and this situation is not gonna make my decision. Or I'm gonna give up. You know? And then it's stubbornness that's just gonna pull you through. I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction of, you know, this is not the hill we're gonna die on. You know, we've been through so much bullshit. This is not the hill I'm gonna die on. If I have a choice, this is not it. Not it. And I definitely feel that mentality I feel like that's the mentality that you can have as well. You know, where you're like, I've been through hell and back. And then this is it? No. No. Am I tired? Am I done? Yes, that's fine. Of course we are. Who wouldn't be in a situation like that? But this is not the one where we're gonna go like the white flag and just go like, oh, you won. You know, no. No. So yeah. Your story is very inspiring to me. I also want to say I made it. You can, you know, yeah. And you got this. That's why at the end of each live stream, I always end, and every video, I always end it with, go kick ass, you got this. Because that's all you have to do. Go kick ass, you got this. And that trusting yourself, because you do got this. You can absolutely go do this and kick ass. Yeah. Because that mantra, for me, was very helpful of like, this is not the hill I'm gonna die on. That really pulled me through. That can be it for you as well. If you have a different definition or different words, use your own words that have that powerful energy of, you know, sometimes when you leave the cinema, after seeing like an action movie and you're like on your bike or in the car, you just have that energy and a feeling of like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You know, that energy and that feeling, you can trick your brain into feeling that emotion as well. So just go like, fuck it, this is not it. This is not, no. You know, because you see that in survival videos as well, where women get assaulted or someone did like try to, like, very grim, but try to murder them. There's always this moment where they go like, this is not it. I'm not gonna, I don't care what I have to do, this is not it, you know. So that energy, I think, can be very, that like oerkracht, that, like, you know, survival instinct, that can be very, very empowering to get you out of it. So yeah, if I have to wave a white flag, I'll make sure it's in Korea. Yeah, I'll make my dream come true. Yeah, go kick ass. Again, you absolutely got this. You absolutely got this. Again, having that dream is like, use that power. Use that power. If they say something, you're like, I'm gonna be in Korea with my ass next year, I don't care. I'm just gonna be in Korea. Yeah, you absolutely got this. Go kick ass. Whatever you feel like guided to do or help with, you know, especially if a lot is going on at the same time, let's just start at one end. And you'll find soon enough whether it is the right timing or whether it is not, whether you're looking for like a therapist, whether it is you're looking for like a coach, whether it is you're looking for whatever, a hobby, you know. Because again, for me as well, like for me it's also a lot of things like came together at the perfect timing, where I found a beautiful outlet for my emotions, which for me was music. That's why I have the tattoo here, just as a reminder, because it's also like upside down, just so I can see it. For me, it is very much a reminder that when I'm feeling depressed or when I feel like my emotions getting too much, all I have to do is sing. All I have to do is sing. So that was for me, you know, where I was like, I can never forget, ever again. And that for you as well. Like, look what that outlet is for you, where you can put that emotion out. Because that also makes it easier to bear. That makes it easier to deal with everything else if you have that kind of like an outlet to it. So yeah. And then if you're unsure about anything, just take a little bit of a step back. I heard this beautiful thing the other day where they talked about, you know, when you get born, you get a little like Tamagotchi. You get a little human to take care of. And Spirit's like, here's your human, take care of it, make it happy. That's your only rule. And yeah, what can I do to make my little human happy today? That's it. Yeah, music is also my escape. Yeah, use it. Use it. What do you feel drawn to? Again, I can share my story, but we're very different people. Like, everyone's very different. So how does that work for you? Let's use that, you know, as a reminder. And writing also helps a lot, so that can clear your head, clear your thoughts, whether that's a diary, whether that's like, I have kind of a diary, but I don't write in it every single day because I'm lazy. But you know, writing can sometimes help, making music can help. The creative side of our brain really helps. So yeah. And if you ever need a talk or anything, this is very much a safe space to do so. So feel free to ask anytime, always. I think even on my other channel, let me check, on my other channel, I have a very secret channel where I upload, you know, sometimes I need to clear my head, so I just upload shit. Where I like talk about it. I think I have had like a video up where I talk about my depression. It's been like years though. It's been like years. Yeah, like 4 years ago. The story about my depression. It was a different me. It was a little chubby me. But yeah, where I talk more in depth about the depression as well. And all that. So yeah. Thank you. You're very welcome. Always, darling. Very welcome. And with that, thank you. I am gonna call it a day for today. Again, I hope it was helpful. You got this. 100%. 100%. If you feel like I have no trust in myself, just know that there's another person here that does. So if you feel like I need motivation, just think like, what would Lindy say right now? So yeah, go kick ass. You absolutely got this. And guys, thanks so much for joining. This is it for today's live stream. Have an amazing rest of your day. Go kick ass. You got this. And hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next live stream. So go get them. Talk to you next time. Bye bye. Annyeong. Bye.